Hi everyone, this is Annika with the Mooney Group and Keller Williams Atlanta Partners, your local Atlanta and OTP North real estate expert. And today, I've got a little bit of a fun video for you. It's the beginning of 2022. We are going to be looking at the most expensive houses sold in the Atlanta area in 2021. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started on the list, let's talk numbers real quick. So, in order to be in the top 100 most expensive houses sold in Atlanta in 2021, a house had to sell for over $3 million. Knowing that, how many homes do you think sold over $1 million last year? It was a whopping 1,631 homes. And this is just in Fulton County, just in really that main metro Atlanta area. So this isn't counting even some areas within the perimeter and those areas right outside the perimeter that are often still considered to be part of Atlanta. So let's get started on our list here. At number 10, we have 4615 Northside Drive. This house sold in January of 2021 after 363 days on the market. Sold for 94% of its list price at $6.373 million. Now this house is located in Sandy Springs, just inside the perimeter. It is on 9.24 acres and was built in 1990. It's 6 beds, 7 full and 2 half baths. This 11,078 square foot house has room for everything. And it does actually have a HEPA air filter in it. If you're unfamiliar with the HEPA air filter, that replaces all the air inside the house about 4 times every hour. Something that a lot of companies have been utilizing to help keep us all safe during these times with the pandemic. Something that a lot of businesses have been using to keep all of their clients safe during these crazy pandemic times. Coming in at number 9, we have 3685 Paces Ferry Road. This house sold for $6.375 million in November of last year. This house sold for $6.375 million in November of last year after 158 days on the market. This house was designed by architect William T. Baker, and the grounds were designed by John Howard. It is also 11,000 square feet. It's about 11,500 square feet with, again, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and 2 half baths. Located on Paces Ferry Road, it's very close to the Paces neighborhood in Buckhead. So we were talking a lot about, so when the video started, I talked a little bit about how many. So there are 1,631 homes that sold in 2021 over $1 million. But interestingly, the supply of luxury homes, classified as homes that cost over $1 million, has been decreasing. So currently there are about 622 homes active on the market in Atlanta. Back in 2013, we saw right over $1,000 million homes sell, with about 50 selling per month. So if we do the math there real quick, that gives us about a 21-month supply. Scratch that. Coming in at number 8, we have 3517 Knollwood Drive. This $6.4 million house sold in June after 24 days on the market. Interestingly, just to give you an idea of this area of Atlanta, the lot that this house was built on was built in 2020, so it actually sold brand new. The lot had an old ranch on it, and it sold for $1.67 million in 2018. And the reason that lot was worth so much is it's located in the desirable Tuxedo Park neighborhood of And the reason that that ranch sold for so much is it's located in the desirable Tuxedo Park neighborhood of Buckhead. So a lot of you have probably heard of Buckhead. You're aware that it's, part of Atlanta. Some people know it as the ritzy part of Atlanta. So Buckhead, interestingly enough, used to be far enough away from Atlanta that it is where all of the wealthy Atlantans had their summer homes. It's funny to us now because you can, there's no difference between Atlanta and Buckhead. It just all goes together as one city. But back in the early 20th century, most of the area was woods and farmland. So Buckhead and Tuxedo Park Tuxedo Park actually began as a neighborhood right along Paces Ferry in about 1904. It's mostly country and summer estates, a lot of extensive gardens and farm animals. And since then, the city has grown, Tuxedo Park has grown, and now this whole area is just an extension of the rest of Atlanta. So we were talking a little bit at the beginning of this video about the number of luxury homes that are available in Fulton County right now. And interestingly, our supply of these luxury homes, which we're classifying as homes that cost over $1 million, has been decreasing over the past years. So if we look back to 2013, at any given point, there was an average about 1,039 houses over $1 million on the market in Fulton County. If we take that number, we divide it by our number of sales of $1 million homes that we saw every month. In 2013, that was about 50 to 51 sales a month. We actually had a 21-month supply of luxury homes. In, let's take 2018, we saw that go down to a 13-month supply with now 104 to 105 houses over $1 million being sold every single month. Last year, that went up to 260. So about $260 million plus homes on average being sold every month in Fulton County. Interestingly, the number of active listings has stayed about the same. So in 2013, we were looking at 1,039, and in 2021, we're looking at 1,029. But because that demand for these $1 million plus houses and the number of sales per month has gone up so much, we've gone down from a 21-month supply to a 4-month supply. Coming in at number 7, we have the only property that is outside of the perimeter and really outside of Buckhead. This was 4571 Columns Drive, located in the Atlanta Country Club. The Atlanta Country Club was actually founded in 1964 and then opened to the public in 1966 by Jim Clay, who sought to build a world-class golf course and bring the PGA Tour to Atlanta. The PGA Tour did actually hold events called the Atlanta Classic at the Atlanta Country Club for about 30 years. Now, this house on Columns Drive is on 7.79 acres. The house itself was built in 1986. It is over 12,000 square feet and is an equestrian estate with a 5-star barn, paddock, 5 pastures, and a riding arena. It even has a caretaker's cottage in the back of the property. This house is the most expensive home to have sold in the Atlanta Country Club to date, actually by a good bit. We're seeing this big price difference with this particular home because it does have a larger lot than most of the houses at almost 8 acres. And with it being a functioning equestrian estate, now this house is the most expensive home to have sold in the Atlanta Country Club, likely in part due to the size of the lot and due to the equestrian amenities. Coming in at number 6, we have 1191 West Conway Drive. This is located in the Mount Perrin, North Side neighborhood of Atlanta. The original house on this lot was built in 1953, and it was a 2,147 square foot ranch home. That was sold. That home was demolished, and this house was built in 2017. The lot is right over 2 acres. Our house is right at about 10,000 square feet. And this house actually sold very quickly. It's listed as having 0 days on the market, so That house was demolished. This home was built in 2017. It's got right about 10,000 square feet, located on just over 2 acres, with 7 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, and 1 half bathroom. Coming in at number 5 on our list, and then we've got our first half down. We have 3515 Ridgewood Road. 3515 Ridgewood Road is located. Coming in at number 5, we have 3515 Ridgewood Road, located in the Paces neighborhood of Buckhead. This house is located on 3 acres and was built in 1989. It is almost 13,000 square feet, and this estate is designed for entertaining. Out back, it has a pavilion that can hold over 100 guests. There's hidden parking out back for catering trucks, and there are guest suites with separate laundry rooms and kitchenettes. So it is designed to have your whole family over or host a wedding. At number 4, we have 4544 Peachtree Dunwoody Road. This house sold for $6.95 million in November, and it was on the market for 717 days. To put that in perspective, this house was built in 2018, and when it sold in 2021, it had not been lived in. It was brand new. The house is located on 1.88 acres. It is 5 bed, 5 bath, 3 half bathrooms, and it is 15,284 square feet. It is the biggest house that is on this list. The empty 1.88 acre lot actually sold in 2012 for $1 million. Again, just an example of how expensive just land is in this Buckhead to Brookhaven area of Atlanta. And now we are down to our top 3. Number 3 is located in Brookhaven. So Brookhaven is another area of Buckhead. Its founding dates back to around 1810. In the 1830s, so Brookhaven is another area of Buckhead, and its founding dates back to around 1810 to 1830. The neighborhood Brookhaven surrounds the Capital City Club. The Capital City Club is the oldest private members-only club in Atlanta. It is so exclusive that just living in the neighborhood doesn't even guarantee you acceptance into the club. It is so exclusive that living in the neighborhood doesn't even guarantee you exist. It is so exclusive that living in the neighborhood doesn't even guarantee you membership to the club. So this house, located on Lake Haven Drive, sold for $7.11 million. It is on the smallest lot today at only 0.95 acres, but it was brand new, built in 2020. This house is 9,350 square feet, and it is your ultimate smart home. They did not spare any expense when it came to the technology. They have glass doors that can be frosted with the touch of a button. They did not spare any expense when it came to the technology in this home. For example, they have glass doors that can be frosted with just the touch of a button. They also used imported materials and some very fine and expensive materials, such as Italian leather tile in the closets. This house sold in February after 103 days on the market. This house sold in February after 103 days on the market. Coming in at number 2, we have 1130 Conway Drive. This house sold for $7.15 million. It is located on 4.51 acres. The house was built in 1998, and it is 8,000 square feet. Now, this house was actually selected as the 2020 Atlanta Homes and Styles Show House. And the way they defined it was California meets Atlanta. You can see some of those styling cues as we see photos of the inside. And, just for fun, the backyard has the tennis court. And the most expensive home sold in 2021 in Atlanta was 165 Valley Road. This house is also located in the Tuxedo Park area of Buckhead, so very desirable neighborhood. It is on 7.15 acres, and the house was built in 1956, so we have a little bit of history there as well. There's an 8,117 square foot main home and an entire guest home above a detached 3-car garage. There is also a personal gym over the detached 2-car garage. In total on the property, there are 7 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, and 4 half bathrooms. Now this house sold, drumroll please, for $8.375 million. So over $1.2 million more than number 2 on the list. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Just some fun today looking at some expensive houses that sold in Atlanta. As always, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. A little bit of fun today looking at some expensive houses that sold in Atlanta last year. As always, I am here for your real estate needs and questions. My phone number and email are on the bottom of the screen. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video and you want to see more interesting tips and tricks about real estate, information on living in Atlanta and some of the North OTP suburbs. And please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to see more tips and tricks on real estate in Atlanta and OTP North. Until next time, bye.